Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Epic Games has just scored a major win in their lawsuit against Apple. Basically, if you guys aren't following the whole drama, back in 2020, Epic Games wanted to take on Apple because of their monopolistic control over the App Store. Currently, Apple has full control over what apps can be installed on people's iPhones, and they can also take up to a 30% cut on in-app purchases from the developer of that app. Anyways, Epic did not like this because they had their very big game Fortnite at the time, which was huge on mobile, getting a 30% cut every time someone made an in-app purchase, whether they bought a skin. So in retaliation, Epic essentially made this workaround to that revenue cut by allowing some sort of discount on skins if players clicked on a link to an external website to purchase a skin to basically get around that 30% Apple tax. And of course, Apple was absolutely furious about this, and so they removed Fortnite from the App Store, and so Epic sued them in order to fight Apple and their control over the App Store. And that is basically the Epic Games versus Apple lawsuit in the nutshell. So anyways, it's been nearly 5 years since that, and today we just got some huge news about the lawsuit, and the result of this win is that we'll actually be seeing Fortnite return to the iOS App Store in the US next week. So essentially, a judge on the case ruled that Apple was in willful violation of the 2021 injunction that prohibited the company from imposing anti-competitive pricing. Essentially, Apple won many arguments against Epic Games in this lawsuit, but one of the notable exceptions was a ruling prohibiting Apple from collecting fees on purchases made outside of the apps. At the time, Apple was told to change its in-app store to allow developers to direct consumers to their websites where users could then make the purchases. Per the ruling, Apple not only failed to comply, it did so willfully with the intent of creating new anti-competitive barriers. Essentially, this means that developers can now have links in their games to external websites to allow for players to purchase in-game items or to make in-app purchases on iOS devices without having to be subjected to the 30% Apple tax, which is absolutely huge. I mean, even if you dislike Epic Games or hate them as a company, I'm not going to mention some names here, this is absolutely huge. I mean, Epic has been fighting this battle for nearly 5 years now, and they've been fighting this in behalf of the thousands of developers who otherwise would never have in a million years the resources to protest or fight against this massive company such as Apple. I mean, this is just a huge victory for iOS developers, and Tim Sweeney has been making a lot of tweets over on Twitter or X about this. Essentially, here is one of his tweets he made saying that the Apple tax is now gone in the US as well as in Europe after a long battle of 4 years, 4 months, and 17 days, to which he also quote tweeted and announced that they would be returning Fortnite to the US iOS App Store next week. And he also even made a proposal to Apple where he said, Epic puts forth a peace proposal. If Apple extends the court's friction-free Apple tax fee framework worldwide, will return Fortnite to the App Store worldwide and drop current and future litigation on the topic, meaning that they would drop the lawsuit and any further litigation if Apple rolls out this tax-free framework worldwide. Anyways, this is just a massive victory, and it has likely taken millions of dollars from Epic Games, not to mention the millions of dollars in lost revenue from having their game Fortnite removed from the App Store for nearly 5 years. I mean, they've already had to lay off hundreds of employees, introduce things like Unreal Engine subscription fees, and also paywall free products like the Quixel Megascans. So yeah, this was definitely a huge win for all developers, but it certainly came at a massive cost. Anyways, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on this topic. Does this make you more interested in iOS and making your own app for the App Store? I'm eager to know you guys' thoughts on this, so leave a comment down below and I'll try my best to respond to them. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, so hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have you ever dreamed of making your own video game? Are you tired of watching millions of YouTube tutorials that don't teach you anything? Well, I was in your same position many years ago, and so that's why I created the ultimate Unreal Engine 5 multiplayer survival game course. This course will teach you step by step how to create a Steam multiplayer survival game inside of Unreal Engine 5 from complete scratch. You'll learn how to create a drag and drop inventory system, a crafting system where you can craft different types of tools and items. We'll create a harvesting system and gathering system where you can chop down trees, you can mine rocks and pick bushes. We'll add a complete building system where you can build a base, and a raiding and clans or tribe system so you can raid other players. We'll even add this open world map and show you how to host the game on a server on Amazon Web Services. This course is jam-packed with over 250 course lectures and over 70 plus hours of content to help you get started on your game development journey in Unreal Engine 5. And I made this this course because it was extremely hard to get into game development because there was no course like this that shows you start to finish what it takes to make a game. You can pick up the course right now on my website, smartpoly.teachable.com, or click the top link in the description below. You can get the course right now with a big discount. The price of the course will be raised later on, and you don't want to miss out on this limited time offer. So take your game development skills to the next level and check out the course, link in the description below.